Are processed foods safe to eat? Processed food means the food item has been altered in some way or the other. It may involve washing, peeling, cutting the food item, or pasteurizing, freezing, adding oil, salt, or sugar to increase the product's shelf life. Processed foods include tinned vegetables, yogurt, cheese, etc. Ultra-processed foods are ready-to-eat or ready-to-heat products manufactured industrially using multiple ingredients and additives. Some examples include instant noodles, breakfast cereals, etc. Now, many of these ultra-processed foods are believed to have negative health effects. Why? Firstly, ultra-processed foods are unhealthy for our digestive system as they are low in fiber. Fiber promotes bowel movements, and it is an important food source for beneficial bacteria in our large intestine. Secondly, many of these foods are high in trans fat, which increases the level of bad cholesterol. Thirdly, high amounts of salt, sugar, and chemical additives in these foods may increase the risk of diabetes, obesity, etc. Why do we get food cravings? Firstly, craving for chocolates is an indication of low levels of magnesium in our body. Secondly, we crave for cheese because it contains an amino acid called tryptophan, which boosts production of serotonin in our body. Serotonin is also called a happy chemical as it contributes to feelings of well-being and happiness. Thirdly, our craving for sugar and sweets is primarily because of low blood sugar. Our body can efficiently produce energy using sugar or carbohydrate. Now, if we reduce intake of sugar or when we are low on energy, then our body craves for sugar or sweets. Fourthly, we crave for salt, as in sodium, as our body tries to correct the imbalance of sodium caused either due to dehydration or electrolyte imbalance. Lastly, we crave for tea or coffee mainly because of addiction to caffeine. Should we work out when we have cold? Yes, one may work out, but for shortened duration and with reduced intensity if symptoms are above the neck, as in common cold, stuffy nose, sneezing, or jaw pain. As these symptoms are minor, one can take appropriate cold-related medicines and then put in mild exercise with proper care. Note that light or moderate physical activity may help open up the nasal passageway, thus helping us feel better. But on the flip side, there is a chance of spreading germs or viruses to others. On the other hand, if the symptoms are below the neck, as in fever, vomiting, cough, shortness of breath, etc., then one should not exercise. Our body needs rest in this case. Hence, one should not overwork as it will make it difficult to recover and may also lead to fatigue or dizziness. What if all the seawater becomes freshwater? First of all, the biggest advantage will be that it will solve the water crisis all over the world. However, there will be quite a number of disadvantages. Firstly, most of the fishes will die. Why? In freshwater, due to a process called osmosis, the cells of the fishes will swell up, thus eventually killing them. Secondly, experts believe that tiny organisms called zooplankton and phytoplankton, which are critical to the marine life food chain, will die off, leading to mass extinction of marine life. In addition to this, phytoplankton produce half of the world's oxygen via photosynthesis. Without them, there would be far less oxygen available for us to breathe. Lastly, experts believe that salt in the seawater has a major impact on ocean currents, which in turn influence our climate. However, as more research is required, experts don't exactly know what will happen if all the seawater becomes freshwater.